Love, peace, light, and blessings. So, family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome on in. My name is Jazz. If you're one of my A1 Day 1 subscribers, shout out to you, spiritual gangsters, you original souls. I came in with the biggest smile because, as you know, I just came into the live. You guys were already here, commenting, mingling. I love to see that. It's a whole family, and I fucking love it here with you guys. I hope everybody has been doing well. I have a download for the collective, per the usual, right? And it's always that same shit that I be talking, so go figures that the ancestors gave Jazz the download, right? What's up, Finding Vanjie? Welcome on in. What's up, BS King? What's up, Santana? Cindy! I love when I see your name, sis. What's up, Chloe? Kiki on the beat. Valentina, pass the sage. Here you go, baby. I got Frank incense on the burner. Here you go, baby. What's up, Hot as Art? What's up, Renee? What's up, Carla? Cynthia? Thank you guys for joining me, spending time with me. Helen, you know you got a special place in my heart. Carla, I love it here with you guys. Per the title, you guys, protect the divine feminine. At all costs, I hear. At all costs. Y'all, we got 38 people in the building. We only have 13 thumbs up. I do humbly ask on your way in, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It is a beautiful way to energetically exchange with your favorite content creators. Happy to be here too, Donnie. I'm just going to get into the download, okay? It's a little lengthy, but y'all used to that, right? So I want to just start by saying, don't believe the hype. Y'all know that because y'all soul fam, right? So don't believe the hype, you guys. Whatever is on your timeline right now, whatever is on the news right now, whatever is being broadcasted through the spell work right now, don't believe the hype. And I'm going to tell you why it's time for us to see that that is the distraction from what's really going on. Yes, guided society, divine feminine needs protection at all costs, because behind the scenes, the spiritual warfare, the target is on her back right now. So everything that you can think of, from the mass shootings to anything that looks chaotic in the world, is to really mask and disguise what the true chaos in our paradigm and in our timeline is. Protect the divine feminine. Let's get into it because I'm rapping now, okay? So I got a little note here. This is supposed to help me stay on track because y'all know I could really get all over the place. So who knows if this helps, because I asked for passion over patient spirit. I asked for passion over patient spirit. And I asked for passion over patience. All right? That's not normal either, right? That's how the ancestors feel, though. So understand me when I say the ancestors are in a different realm where human emotion is not felt. So I have a myriad of emotions going on right now because their message, it's packed, it's jam-packed with a lot of what they really feel. I don't want no damn patience right now. I want to give it to y'all the way they really feel. And they told me protect the divine feminine at all costs. So the reason why I say don't believe the hype, you guys, is because as they're putting all of this stuff on our timelines and in the news and broadcasting all these things to us, what you didn't know is the 75th World Health Assembly was being held in Geneva, Switzerland from May 22nd to the 28th. This is the first in-person health assembly since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, okay? So 193 countries gathered to determine how they can eliminate human sovereignty as we know it. These countries with sovereign citizens gathered to determine. Joe Biden bought our whole fucking constitution for them to show him and tell him which things need to be taken out for our free asses to become slaves again. He got direction, my nigga. So they gathered to determine, how do we come up with a World Health Organization, a global health organization, where when this next pandemic, when this next recession, when this next Great Depression hit, we get to implement whatever vaccinations, implement whatever medications, implement whatever we deem to be suitable for humanity on the globe. So my smart ass thought that, oh, I'm about to go to Haiti, I'm about to use that land in Haiti, I'm about to get off the grid. How about if there's a World Health Organization, you guys, it don't matter where the fuck we are on this planetary body. Your body don't belong to you no more. You do not have the right to govern your health and yourself anymore. And all of these countries gathered behind our fucking backs. Why is that not being broadcasted? Why is that not popping up on y'all timelines? Why is that not in the news? Because they gonna spring the shit on us the same way they just sprung the overturning of Roe v. Wade being in the Supreme Court on us right now. Which leads me to my next point. Protect the divine feminine at all fucking costs. She is under attack. This Roe v. Wade is just the beginning. You want to know why? You take away women's rights to govern themselves as sovereign beings. You take away the whole fucking village's rights to sovereignly govern themselves as well. Why is there an attack on women? Because men raise the family. Men are very selfish with their logical consciousness. They believe that as long as me and mines are okay, we good. But women raise the whole fucking village. Therefore, an attack on women is an attack on the community, aka everybody. You kill two birds with one fucking stone by doing that shit. You eliminate our sovereignty and our freedom and our rights. You eliminate humanity's sovereignty, freedom, and rights as we fucking know it, right? So in 2020, 300,000 women were reported missing. 100,000 of those women were Black women. And in 2022, we have human uterus transplant surgery available for transgender women. The math is mathing. Right? All these fucking women go missing. 300,000 women. That wasn't being broadcasted either. We had to tap in to find out what the fuck was going on in our society. Why is all our women being human trafficked? Why are all our women going missing? Just to find out a few years later, y'all doing uterus transplant surgery on men? Where the fuck did you get the bodily organs from to begin with? It's a distraction, you guys. So, the same transgender community that claims to be pro-woman but is advocating legally to remove the term mothers and implement birth parent, I really don't want the smoke, but I know I'm going to get it. Advocating to legally remove the term breastfeeding and implement chest feeding. This is the same LGBTQ community that is pro-woman. And I'm a B in the community. So I'm not outside of the community while I'm talking about the community. I'm within, and I stand within the community. But come on now. Do y'all not see the attack? Do y'all not see the agendas? We have to protect the divine feminine at all costs. The same transgender community that's pro-woman this and pro-women's rights and pro-feminism, okay? They're advocating to legally remove the term mothers and implement birth parent. What the fuck was wrong with mothers? What's wrong with the term mothers? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with identifying divine feminines who went through the equivalent of every bone fucking breaking in her body to undergo child labor. Give her the right to be called a fucking mother. Give her her stamp of approval. Give her her fucking flowers while she's here. But no, we're birthing parents now, right? They're advocating to legally remove the term breastfeeding and implement chest feeding. Just because you got a chest don't mean I don't have a breast. I got tits. That's what makes me unique. That's what makes me special. That's the additional bodily organ of having the fucking the X chromosome that the Y chromosome don't have. If you jealous, just say that. If you're jealous, just say that shit. It sounds better. It marinates. It sizzles different. It makes more sense. Because it's not chest feeding when a woman is giving life through her body to her creation. That is not chest feeding. That is breast fucking feeding. That's what it is. It comes from the breast, the flower of life. If you look at the lactation system on a neurological scale or x-ray, it looks like this. the fucking flower of life, because we are the flowers of fucking life. We bring life to all realms as long as the divine feminine energy is present. Fuck out of here, chest feeding. So I say this to say, at the end of the day, while I completely advocate for the LGBTQ community and inclusion by understanding the importance and the impact of the spiritual fluidity of our dualistic nature and bringing the awareness to the androgyny of our beautiful creator, because God is not just a man, okay? So the LGBTQ community is here doing the damn thing, bringing realization to that gender fluidity. But this divine mission has still been infiltrated by white supremacy patriarchy, by the strongholds it continuously places on the divine feminine's presence, existence, uniqueness, power, magic, by minimizing any and everything that makes her superior and obviously special. We do not need to re-enslave and make women inferior to include and accept the transgender community. Period, Pooh. We can accept y'all. We can include y'all. Y'all can have y'all place in this world without re-enslaving women, because we've come a long fucking way to fight for the little ass bit of rights that we fucking have. Don't take that shit away from us. So this is all happening while we also have the Supreme Court judgment awaiting to restrict our sovereign rights to govern ourselves and our health. So I'm here to bring some awareness to something. Why did the Creator make men to be women's protectors? Have y'all ever really thought about that? You ask any man, what am I supposed to do for my family? What am I supposed to do for the woman? I'm supposed to protect. I'm supposed to provide. I'm supposed to protect. Like we some little ass, like, fucking soft ass creatures or something. We just need protection. All this damn protection. We can't protect ourselves. That's what men feel like they here to do. Protect. All right? So why did the Creator make men to be women's protectors? Typically, we don't protect something unless it's of value. Right? It's got to be valuable for you to want to cherish and protect it and upkeep it and uphold it, right? You wouldn't buy a safe unless you first had the money to put it in. So if the divine masculine is the safe, that means that the divine feminine was here first. She's the prize. She's the valuable item. She's the gift. Right? Because the safe by itself is useless if it has no valuables to protect. We created these motherfuckers. Everybody starts off as the X chromosome in the uterus. It's not until the second trimester. Slow me down, ancestors. I feel the fire. Slow me down. I asked for passion. I know what I asked for. Slow me down. It's not until the second trimester that gender is determined to be male or female. Everybody starts off in this plane of existence, in this world, as female. We created men. They are our co-creation. The same way you can manifest money, the same way you can manifest abundance. My nigga, we manifested men. Period. The woman is the closest thing to the Creator that we have on this plane of existence. And what makes her the most godly being is the portal that she has to connect this realm to the infinite spirit realm, and the ability that she possesses to give life and transport energy to and from source. So if you truly love the divine feminine, you must protect the spaceship. She is the fucking UFO, the closest thing to it that we'll ever have, unless artificial intelligence creates something similar, which they're trying to do. Harvesting fucking uteruses, they're tampering with the portal. Why do you think after childbirth in indigenous cultures we consume our portal? That is a whole DNA upgrade. We consume the placenta, excuse me. That is a whole fucking DNA upgrade that occurs. And you're taking these precious upgrades from the divine feminine to utilize it in technology and create artificial intelligence and clone humanity. Man is trying to become God right now, but they can't do it as long as God walks this earth. Who is God? It's the fucking divine feminine. That's why we gotta, you protecting the divine feminine is you protecting the Most High. Right now in these timelines, let me breathe. I asked for patience. I know what I asked for. I asked for passion. I know what I asked for. They like you asked for it. I asked for passion. I know what I asked for. So if you truly love the divine feminine, you must protect the spaceship. Her presence is the gateway in and out of this experience. Hence why the New World Order's focus is to control these entry points, our reproductive systems, our uteruses, our ability to create life itself. And what they won't tell you while they're in the midst of trying to overturn Roe v. Wade is the fact that white women are the leading percentage that opt into abortions. They're trying to preserve their own race. When you think about global warming, the planet warming up, that don't affect melanated people. That the sun is where we get our DNA codes. The sun is where we get our upgrades. The reason why the ozone layer is being fucked with so much is because they've been trying to block the sun rays from giving us what the fuck we need to awaken. What's up, lovely soul, Empress Tarot? I love you, sis. I love you, sis. Global warming don't affect us. Global warming upgrades us, but it affects their race. Just like white women opting into abortions affects the extinction of their race. Y'all gotta understand, they tried to attack black people by making them fucking cattle. That shit didn't work. They tried to attack black people by taking them from their mainlands and stripping them of their spirituality and stripping them of their traditions and putting them in foreign land and trying to feed their minds and buck break their ass. That shit didn't work. They tried to fuck with our genetics through disease and fucking chemicals in our food and genetically modified organics. That shit didn't work. Nothing, you can't break the spirit, you guys. We have an unbreakable spirit. That's why you need a World Health Organization to rob us of our sovereignty as we fucking knew it to begin with. That's why you need shit like that, because every fucking plan don't work. We multiply and we come back stronger, you guys. Why do we multiply though? The divine feminine is how and why we get to multiply and come back stronger. She is the source of our strength right now. The black woman, the original human, H-U-E man. That is where the attack is being geared towards. That's why Roe v. Wade is being overturned, because the more that she's here multiplying and the more that their race is here dying, we are stronger in numbers. That's why they call us the minority, so we never recognize we are the majority, and that's on every aspect of this globe. I don't care which part that you step on. Melanated people are the majority. And if we come together and have another fucking 1804, that's what they're afraid of. That's why you have countries like Canada right now, which are predominantly foreigners, that are implementing travel restrictions to prevent these people from going back home. They can fuck with us while we on their territory. They can fuck with us while we on their land. But if our asses get back home, you gotta fuck with the Loire. You gotta fuck with the Orishas now. We got portals in our fucking ocean that give us access to Lemuria and Atlantis. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that shit. I'm about to crap right now. Why is this shit like so heavy, y'all? Y'all know I do it for the divine feminine. That's probably why. That's what they're afraid of. Getting us back to those places where them spirits and that divine energy is potent and they can't do shit about it. That's what the fuck they're afraid of. They're afraid of getting us back to that ancestral land and getting us around them upgrades and that consciousness that only they can activate within us. They have to keep us here, y'all. I don't even want to fucking read no more. I just feel like channeling. We just come so fucking far. We got a whole fucking infant formula shortage and shit like that. Y'all, that's the ancestors calling us right now to get back to our ways. We need the herbs. We need the rainforest, y'all. We need to get back to our root work. Back in the day, the ancestors didn't have Enfamil and Similac. And I know some of them had problems with lactation too. But guess what? It took a fucking village. Where one woman couldn't lactate, there was one over there over lactating. And we would share, we would give, we would help. You mean to tell me that the ancestors took 2 herbs from the Amazonian rainforest and created ayahuasca? There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of these herbs on this planetary body. We just got to tap back into the elixirs and the formulas and shit like that. We're too far away from the codes though. They blocking the fucking sun. Ra can do it for us, but they blocking the fucking sun rays. We away from our regular lands and where we truly come from. We can't even tap into the ancestral energy. If you cannot breastfeed, go find you a sister that can. Somebody that you trust. You don't have to depend on Enfamil and Similac, y'all. Everything, God did not send us here without a cure for everything. Y'all know we opted into coming to this bitch up there. We seen the murders. We seen the mass shootings. We seen the cancers. We seen all that shit. And we still said, send me in, champ. I want to go. I could make change. I could shift my consciousness. I could raise the vibration. I could continue on my lineage and my generation. I got shit to do down there. Fuck the murders. Fuck the mass shootings. Fuck the disease. Send me in, champ. Send me in, coach. That's the energy it was given in the spirit realm. Victim mentality has to go, y'all. This is not a burden to be on earth. Earth ain't ghetto. We are. Earth is not ghetto. We are. We're fucking ghetto as fuck here. The same way we talk about aliens and other planets and other dimensions and shit like that. Do y'all know the aliens be talking about our extraterrestrial asses like them fucking humans? We're ghetto. We're the problem. Y'all talk about the 1% all the time like it's dumb. It's they. It's the Collins. It's the Johnsons. It's the Rothschilds. It's dumb. The 1% of the world is anybody watching this. The 1% of the world is anybody who makes over $30,000 a year annually. The 1% of the world is anybody with a smart device. Anybody with a Wi-Fi signal to tap into this internet. That's the 1% of the world. We say them, we say they, when it's us, and it's we, and we are the problem. And the strongest realization is that, yes, we are the problem, but we can be the solution too. On one fucking pagan holiday a year, we spend trillions of dollars. It takes one day for humanity to spend that amount of money. And that amount of money in one day, just for 1 year, if we as a collective came together in unison and contributed that on a global scale, we could end world hunger as we fucking know it. But we don't see that we're the problem, because when we see the 1%, we say they, we say them. We don't see that we're a part of their problem that they've created and put us into, their matrix that they've created and trapped us into. We don't see that though. We don't know that though. Maybe we don't know that. It's not a they problem. It's a us problem, y'all. So who are we not to try to do something different or do something about it? I had a really good download. I just wanted to finish reading it. So if you truly love the divine feminine, you must protect the spaceship. Her presence is the gateway in and out of this experience. Hence why the New World Order is to control these entry points. It's not about being pro-life or pro-choice anymore. If you are pro-woman, you must stand for allowing us to be sovereign, because we birth the nations. And if we are in shackles, so are the men and the women that come from our portals, okay? I wrapped y'all up for 25 minutes. I see a donation. I see a couple of donations. Hold on. Wait a minute, guys. Thank you so much, Helen, for the $19.99. I can't see the one behind it. I think it's a donation behind that one. I just want to, if I can catch it. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Valentina, for the $8.88. I love you guys. Mama D, what's up, Mama D? I love you guys so much. Too much. I have some, I'm just done with the notes. I wrapped y'all up for 25 minutes. And we just gotta protect the divine feminine. If you protect her, you protect your nation. If you protect her, you protect your race. If you protect her, you protect your people. So protecting the divine feminine is killing all those birds with one stone right now. I want you guys to realize that within a 365-day calendar year, women can only conceive one time. Within a 365-day calendar year, hypothetically speaking, on a very minimal level, a man can conceive 365 times because he can ejaculate more than once a day. But I gave it to y'all on a minimal level. Now I want y'all to ask yourselves, why the fuck are they so concerned with our yonis and not they dicks? Why the fuck are we in 2022 and we got patches, we got pills, we got shots of birth control, but they ain't got one form of it yet? They are getting ready to weaponize the foster care system for this new world order. What they won't tell you is that no fucking body wants to join their militaries. And the United States military, in comparison to Russia, in comparison to Asia, in comparison to a lot of the rest of the world, we ain't shit without them guns. These motherfuckers got real training, taekwondo, fucking martial arts. You got the fucking kamikaze soldiers from the Japanese that was ready to die for their country, die for their God, die for that shit. Our army ain't shit, and don't nobody want to join that shit. So if you give a whole bunch of babies to this world that ain't got no love, no family, nobody to take care of them, that is the new world's order's military. Mark my fucking words, because I have a tendency to speak shit like this into existence way ahead of fucking time. All them foster kids is the new soldiers. They don't got nobody that want to fight for this fucking country. Why would we want to fight for this fucking country when this fucking country don't fight for us? Y'all want to know what I thought was the most beautiful fucking thing a few years back? Watching all them fucking white people storm the Capitol. Y'all want to know why that was a beautiful sight to see? Because the very first line in our Constitution will tell you that we have what's called alien rights. Universal law is what makes human beings sovereign. You want to know why that shit was so beautiful? Because that's what a real fucking democracy looks like. And half of our dumbasses don't realize that we live in a democracy. Half of us conform. half of us conform. Half of us are yes men in our own fucking democracy. But we are the fucking people that make decisions and rights for ourselves. And if that was not the case, there would not be 27 fucking amendments to that Constitution. That piece of fucking paper was written in the 1700s. Black people and women wasn't fucking free. That's why there's 27 amendments to the damn Constitution, you guys. It's because we the people, we determine what our rights are. We determine how we want to live. We live in the fucking democracy. Them storming the Capitol, that shit was beautiful. That was beautiful. That's a reminder of the type of impact that we can truly make in regards to the decisions that they try to make on our behalf. You don't have to conform. Don't bite your tongue. That shit hurts. Speak now or forever fucking hold your peace in these timelines, y'all. Speak now or hold your peace. Forever hold your peace. This is modern day slavery because the only way, it took 3 generations in the Willie Lynch spell, he said. He used colorism, he used gender, he used everything to separate us as black people. And at the end of that thing, he said, all you need is the mother, the maiden, and the crone, and they will literally reenact everything out for you. All that buck breaking we did just takes 3 generations. You will strip them of all their knowledge, all their traditions, all their spirituality. 3 generations is all that shit took for the Willie Lynch spell to manifest over the entire black community and separate the entire black community. Just 3. That's all that it took, you guys. 3 generations. I literally was just about to say something. Where did it go? So this is modern day slavery, because one of the biggest ways that they enslaved black people was implementing Christianity or Catholicism at the time. And what they're doing with our rights, the First Amendment in our Constitution says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Meaning, as long as I live in the United States of America, I don't give a fuck what you believe in. And you can't stop me from killing my chicken in my backyard and giving that shit to Ezra. Period, poo. That's the First Amendment. That Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of a religion. Meaning, whatever the Catholics, the Buddhists, the Judists, anybody believe in, we can't make rights according to that. Now here you go, having them overturn Roe v. Wade. And that gets tricky because the conception of life is philosophical and religious. Some people believe that the conception of life begins the moment that sperm meets egg. Some people believe that the conception of life begins the moment that the cell separates and reaches the uterus. Some people believe that the moment of conception begins the moment that there's a fetus. Some people believe that the moment of conception is once the fetus exits out of the body. So within our First Amendment, these motherfuckers already said we cannot make no law respecting an establishment of religion. Conception itself is an ideology that is philosophical and religious. And if that was not the case, then child support would not start at the time of birth. The reason why child support starts at the time of birth is because a fetus cannot undergo due process. You hear me, soul fam? So our rights been protecting us from their fucking religion up until now. This is them shoving Jesus down your throat in a totally different way. Am I lying? Am I lying? Thank you, lovely soul empress. Roe v. Wade is a part of the 14th Amendment. If they can change it, they can also change our citizenship. So let me tell you why the 14th Amendment was a part of our Constitution to begin with, soul fam. You had all of the Africans that were literally chatteled over here. We didn't ask to come here, but they bought our asses over here. And after we built their civilization, after we built them up, after we did everything that they asked of us and forced us to do, they looked at us and said, what the fuck y'all doing here? Y'all not United States of America citizens. Y'all are less than human. Like what the fuck we wanted to be here. If that was the case, send our asses back. But instead of sending us back, they gave us the 14th Amendment. That was the slaves' right to be acknowledged as a United States of America citizen. So it's starting with Roe v. Wade. That is an attack on a woman. But because Roe v. Wade is a part of the 14th Amendment, next is black people. I told you, if you really want to kill all these birds with one stone, go after her. Job well done. You get all that shit out the way. It only takes 3 generations. All right, I'm really done, y'all. It's 33 minutes in. Should I just rap or do we pull cards? Do y'all want cards? I just feel like I gave y'all a whole rant almost. I'm gonna at least pray with you guys. I'm gonna look up after I'm done praying. Y'all tell me if y'all want to pull cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ascended masters. Mother God, Father God, I ask that you utilize me as a humble vessel. Fill me up with divine love, divine light, divine lessons, divine blessings, divine guidance, and divine intuition for myself and for my beautiful soul family. I ask that you fill us up until we overflow, mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Ashe to the ancestors. Aibo to my lineage, and Amun to the originals. All right, I see cards. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to pull cards with you guys because I was guided to do a goddess reading. So we're gonna tap into the divine mother, cosmic mother. We're gonna tap in. We're gonna use the African goddess rising oracle. We're also going to use the sacred mothers and goddesses. And then we're going to use the goddesses and the sirens too. So let's tap in. All praises due to the Most High. Speak to our hearts. Speak to our souls, ancestors. Thank you for our download, ancestors. What would you like to say to the beautiful collective? Yes, Alba. She said Mama Universe. Yes, Alba. That's that triple darkness. You ever want to tap into Mama Universe, you close your eyes. That's that triple darkness. That is Nuit. Nuit, the ancient Egyptian goddess Nuit's energy. Mama Universe. Speak to our hearts. Speak to our souls, ancestors. What messages do you have for the beautiful collective? What do we need to hear right now? What needs to be said? What needs to be heard?
Clean is like a cool beat. The clean area is like a beat song. Well, remember, clean area is clean and fresh. The power of plants are disinfection and vitamins and blends. Also, disinfects non-medical surfaces and used in directed.
Thank you. We have Goddess Jumbi Mask. Mask. Fuck it. Mask. I don't know. I just heard it. Future's so damn toxic. But mask off. Some of you guys are so comfortable hiding behind your mask, and I heard your ancestors tell you to take your mask off. This is also giving Elegua energy. I see the faces. I don't know where this goddess origins are. We will get her out the book, but some of you guys are cloaked. You're comfortable in your cloak. Yes, lovely soul empress. We gotta stop hiding, y'all. We fought a physical warfare in the past. I think we're coming out of an emotional warfare. That's why everybody is so aware of mental health and healing and all this other shit. It's time for the spiritual warfare, you guys. I've had dreams where the ancestors showed me us gathering in all white at these sacred sites where leylands connect, and we have candles fucking lit and praise dancers praising and singers and musicians drumming and chanting and y'all, we can win with magic. We can win with fucking magic. I'm trying to tell you, y'all. Like, y'all like, Jazz, you crazy ass bitch. I'm crazy today. Y'all gonna be like, Jazz was talking that shit next year or so. Y'all gonna see us gathering. We gonna have our own fucking, there's a new paradigm of what church looks like. Sometimes we gonna do it online. Sometimes we gonna link up in person, y'all. But it's time to mask off that shit. I come from the closet witches who went to church on Sunday and had they whole fucking shrine and altar in the closet. You walk up in my bitch, you gonna see these, you gonna see Legba there. Azali is upstairs. He right there side by side with her husband Ogu. You got a fucking problem with it, you got a problem with me. Mask off. What you hiding for? First Amendment, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. I don't think y'all hear me though. Give me 10 years, I'm gonna have me a whole fucking healing center where you guys can come have ceremony. Come kill your animal. Come commune together. Y'all think the Christians and the Jewish and everybody else ain't gonna like it? Fuck them. We need practices such as Ifa, in Santeria, in Voodoo, in Candomblé, and the Native American indigenous practices as well, and all of these Pacific Islander practices as well. We need this shit to be recognized as national religion, so when they see us come together in the fucking woods, they should be scared. Like-minded individuals tapping into the same consciousness. This also, lovely soul empress just did a reading. I shared it in the community board, y'all. The 100 monkey theory. Sis, thank you so much to you and your ancestors for that download. I've always talked about collective consciousness. How do we tap into a collective consciousness? I was always infatuated with the hermetic laws of the universe, and the first law being all is mind, meaning I may not come from your mama, I may not come from your bloodline, but one thing for sure, two things for certain, we are connected through our consciousness. The 100 monkey theory was a case study that showed where the scientists fed the monkeys on the shore of the ocean. They were giving them yams. They were putting the yams in the sand, and one monkey decided to go to the ocean, like Rihanna did with her mango, and just rinse that bitch off a little bit. That one monkey realized that when you take the sand off the yam, that yam is sweet, that yam is bomb. That one monkey went to his rest of his tribe and said, hey, don't eat that yet. Go rinse your yam off in the ocean and then eat it. The rest of the tribe was like, oh shit, this monkey is on to something. This one monkey know what he's talking about. The experiment showed that after 100 monkeys on this coastline grasped the concept that the food was better when it was rinsed off, they observed the other monkeys on other parts of the globe, on other coastlines, that somehow, some way, tapped into the same wave of consciousness. They understood the same fucking assignment. People that were on, the monkeys are on two totally separate parts of the world. But the consciousness that never divides or separates us was able to be tapped into simultaneously. I think I wrote something about this. I put the opposite of ascension is gravitation. Movement or gravitation is movement or a tendency to move toward a center of gravity, as in the falling of bodies to earth. Gravitation can also be movement toward or attraction to something. I wrote, this is a different download, I'll do it in a love reading. The black sheep is the new it girl. She was the monkey doing her own thing, not realizing how many were watching in secret all along. Okay, so I'm not going to give that download because that's a whole nother download. I want to give y'all a 30 minutes straight of the black sheep being the new it girl. But y'all remember in high school, the little girls that was wearing black lipstick and black eyeliner, we used to talk about their ass, right? We're so fucking infatuated and interested with their mysterious asses now, right? The black sheep is the new it girl. Everybody, who is she? What does she do? Who does she hang with? Like, bitch, that's us. Like, we're the new it girl. Everybody wants to know. And it wasn't always cool to be the black sheep. Now it is. It's cool. It's cool as fuck. Everybody wants to know. Who is that? Anywho, I don't know what the fuck I was just talking about. I think it was the 100 monkey theory. So what happens is, Lovely Soul Empress was saying that there is a tipping point. Have we reached 100 humans or 100,000 humans or however many humans are needed to tip the consciousness to the point where it's available, accessible, and tapped into everybody? And Lovely Soul Empress was also emphasizing how if this wave of us is on this ascension, why do you now think that there's people out here doing mass shootings and mentally insane? It's because there has to be a polar opposite to ascension as well. I was channeled that ascension is gravitation. These people, while we are going in one direction, are floating with no direction right now. They did not choose ascension, and it's manifesting externally in this world with chaos. Lovely Soul Empress tapped on the whole download, y'all. I'd rather y'all go watch the video because it was very, very activational for me personally. So that is just something to think about as the collective consciousness. That judgment card, the horn, is giving us all of the same sound waves. Some are just bumping into them sooner than others, but eventually it only takes a certain amount of us before we tip it to where it's in everybody now. But that amount of light cannot be held if the space is not available. Those are light codes that we've been tapping into in the ascension process. And that amount of light, if the space has not been made, it can make people go fucking crazy. And that's what we're witnessing in the world. Is the difference between us raising the vibration and those who don't have the capacity to hold that much light within their vessels. They break, they fold, they crack under that type of pressure. But for some reason, it's too many of us that's forcing the high vibration on this planet. They just gotta get in where they fit in at this point. They really don't have no choice. You cannot opt into the lower vibration anymore, you guys. So you are better off just opting into ascending with us all, y'all. Don't stop our growth. Don't stunt our progress. All right. So, Goddess Jumbi, shadow of mask. Origin is the Caribbean. Temple is the shadows. Element is air. Jumbis are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Some of y'all are so calm throughout the chaos. It's because your outer world is just a reflection of your inner world. If you found that unshakable peace within, none of this shit can really affect you, you guys. Some of y'all are so unfucking bothered. It's beautiful. It says, show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. I received that. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. I love how they turn that right back around to us, right? Somebody's wearing a mask in your life right now. A great question to ask yourself is, how are you wearing a mask towards them as well? Ancestors, let's get another message. Speak to our hearts, speak to our souls. So yeah, I definitely feel that energy of being proud of what you practice. A lot of you guys are shamans. A lot of you guys are witches and brujas and high priestess and diviners and all of these beautiful things, man. And it's just time to be who you are unapologetically, because I do believe the way that we fight spiritual warfare, whether it be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it's going to be with magic, with the purity of our hearts, all the healing work that we've done, the alignment to the ancestors, and the intentions being set. Y'all just didn't think it was going to be that simple, maybe. History has showed us that we had to really fight these wars, but what if all of this work that we're doing is just leading up to the purity of our hearts, the simplicity of our lifestyles, the integration of us in the ecosystem again? All this work that we're doing right now, y'all, what if it's just that simple? And us coming together and gathering together in unison with the same intention. I mean, this worked in the past. It's worked in the past. Thank you, ancestors. We got Kuan Yin. Here come the warriors, right? Oh, shit. Forgiveness? Forgiveness. Why they do me? Why they do me, y'all? I don't know shit about forgiveness, but I'm going to tell you what I've been learning, all right? Because I share everything with y'all. Let me pull it up real quick. What's the etymology of forgiveness? All right, y'all. Thank you, Eternal Love Empress. I just looked down and you said you look so beautiful. I received that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Forgiveness. You want to know what I learned about forgiveness? Because I really struggled, and I still struggle. It is a struggle for me. But this message ties into another download that I had about justice as well. Some of y'all don't realize that the part that you play in justice being served is forgiveness. The etymology of forgiveness means to give up or to give back. That's the root meaning of forgiveness. So y'all want to know what the best return to sender spell is? Kanye and said you want to give it back to them, give it up. Take that energy that they used to harm, hurt, or injure you and truly realize that it don't belong to you. Truly realize the origin of its source. Truly realize that. And when you rid yourself by healing, by purging, by doing everything that you need to do, my love, your best return to sender spell, the part that you play in justice being served, is forgiveness, because the etymology is to give it back to their ass. So when you forgive, you return that same energy back to their ass. Period. Some of y'all been waiting for justice and you ain't even started forgiveness. Some of y'all waiting to see their life some way, somehow turn up to look like yours when all that shit went down, and you don't even realize that half of these niggas that break hearts, half of these niggas that's walking around with their jar full of hearts, they have the lowest quality of life because they are literally hurting God. They have the lowest quality of life, y'all. But that's not being broadcasted. That's not being shown to you. So now, subconsciously, y'all think that justice is not being served. I'm here to tell y'all, half them niggas that broke y'all hearts, they broke God in the process. They live the lowest fucking quality of life. The best thing you can do is forgive them so you can truly return that energy back to the sender and continuously allow justice to help them live the lowest quality of life. They have no joy. They have no happiness. They walk around here manipulating and abusing God. When you put it like that, it sounds different, don't it? When you put it like that, it sounds different. So divine masculine, I'm here to tell you, you need to go purge your jar full of hearts. If you're a part of this soul family member, we don't judge people for their past, but you were just manipulating and abusing God. And you wonder why you live in that quality of life right there. And divine feminine, you think that justice ain't being served. This is your return to sender spell. Always and forever. Forgiveness. You ain't gotta light a black and red candle, baby. Go light you a white one and cry over it. Heal. That alone? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get one more because I'm at 52 minutes. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to clarify. Like, you know? We gotta speak on this Milky Way galaxy theory. Ooh, enlighten us. Enlighten us, fam. Tell us. Auspicious mama of 5. Tell us. I like that galactic shit. I like all that galactic shit. I really do. Ancestors, let's get another one. Speak to our heart, speak to our souls. Tiffany said, girl, you better clarify our cards. I just don't want to wrap y'all up too long. Tiffany, what if I come back today? All I gotta do is take these braids out. But what if I come back today? Ancestors, let's get another message. Thank you. Ooh. I don't know this energy either. The Valkyries. Redemption is the message. Redemption song. These songs of freedom. Lord have mercy. All right, let's get it out the book. The Valkyries. I don't know. This is a teachable moment. I don't know these energies. All right. It's never too late to change. Regret is useless. Forgiveness may be necessary. Bravery is valuable. It is said that near death, our whole lives flash before our eyes. For Viking warriors on the battlefield, what flashed before their eyes was most likely a beautiful yet terrible winged woman, often on a mighty flying horse, eyes flashing, singing a song of blood and glory. The Valkyries were the choosers of the slain and were present at every battle of the Norse. While they had various names such as battle maidens and shield maidens, their primary service was to select the most worthy and bravest of the dead warriors, the Ininherjar, and take them to reside with the god Odin in Valhalla, or with the goddess Freya in her hall, the Folkvanger, which is the field of warriors. There, the Valkyries joyfully served the Ininherjar food and drink until their final battle, Ragnarok, alongside the gods. According to some sources, Freya was Valfreja, mistress of the slain and of the Valkyries. Just as the Norse considered the Ininherjar the foster sons of Odin, the Valkyries were the beloved foster daughters of Freya. It was also suggested that Freya would make the Valkyries of those women who followed her witchcraft most fervently in life or who were themselves taken in battle. Valkyries appear in the Volsunga saga and in the Poetic Edda and have had a big influence in modern art and music, even video games. Y'all, this is so long. I'm about to just get the that's fucked up, because whenever it's not dealing with African traditional religions or spirituality, I'm never really interested in the knowledge. And I'm gonna stay true to what I feel. So I don't know why. I got bored. As soon as I heard Odin and shit like that, I was just like, oh, that why. All respect to the Valkyries though. I just feel like there is some type of ability to redeem yourself. You said we bored too, so it wasn't just me? Like, I didn't care to learn. She said same. That's because we a family. Y'all, I was just reading it like, so what do we take from this? I took that there's a period of time or a moment in time where we have the ability to redeem ourselves. And how are we going to choose to redeem ourselves in that moment? That's what I feel. You have a moment to redeem yourself here, collective. How are you going to choose to redeem yourself? Let's get our closing message. Yeah, Guidance Society said I totally spaced out. I just felt like I was reading in class. Like, I'm only reading because the teacher called on me type shit. I don't know. And if it ain't natural, I ain't forcing it. I'm really in this place where everything just flows. I'm not forcing it. I'm not forcing it. It's going to have to flow for me. I can't do it. Ancestors, let's get one more message and close this out. We have guardianship and protection. What a beautiful energy to close this out. This is the presence of the ancestors. And that is our origin. All of us, somewhere in that metaverse, multiverse, whatever. You just a bright ass star doing your damn thing, minding your own business. You hear me? It says child of the heavens, child of the stars. This symbol is a reminder that God or the universe watches over and protects all people. Ashe. Ashe. In the midst of this chaos, you going to know where your anointing is, because you are going to be unscathed. You are going to be untouched. You are going to be unbothered. You're going to be unfuckwittable. Child of the cosmos. They follow you wherever you go, baby. Wherever you go. You could be at the 0 dimension. You could be at the 1st dimension where there's just length. You could be at the 2nd dimension where there's length and width. You could be at the 3rd dimension where there's length and width and height. Okay? That's where we are right now. We see length, width, and height. And then when you get to the 4th dimension, that's where time comes in. So that mathematical equation is length and width and height and light. Because once you bring the light to it, that's when the timeline exists. And then you get to the 5th dimension where we got timelines, plural. And that's when we become quantum beings. And that's when time is drawn to us in that straight fucking line, because we have the ability to rectify the past, stay grounded in the present, and recreate our future all with the present moment. That's the 5th dimension. Rectifying the past while recreating the future all at the same damn time. That's the fifth dimension. So you got to get past the fourth, which is time being illusion, to even activate or reach that fifth dimension. And then the sixth dimension is when we time travel. So the reason why they said that the aliens built the pyramids is because human beings with the level of consciousness at the octave that it was at didn't have the ability to do such a thing. But what if I told you that we were the aliens that came back and used sound fucking wave and frequency to move all the limestone and clear quartz to create the damn pyramids? What if I told you in the sixth dimension we reach a wave, an octave wave of consciousness where we get to simultaneously experience the 60s, the 1800s, 2056, whenever we want to? What if I told you that your sixth dimensional being self is the reason why sometimes you have anxiety and sometimes you have this overwhelming energy? It's because that's your future self that's time traveling, coming back to tell you, hey, go make that fucking move. I'm living my best fucking life right now because of the move you make tomorrow. And I need you to get off your ass and make sure that you make that move tomorrow, because without that move tomorrow, I'm not living my best fucking life right now. I'm trying to get to the sixth dimension. I'm trying to time travel. I'm trying to transcend time and space. I don't know about the seventh dimension yet. But the closer I get to it, I'm going to always share it with y'all. But I'm trying to go back in time and help my ancestors do what they need to do. To come back to this time and continue to recreate the future for my descendants. I want to reach the sixth dimension. I'm trying to time travel. I don't want to be stuck here. Valentina said, the power just went off there. Oh no. Oh no. Is that an omen? I'm done, y'all. I can't clarify. I'll be wrapping y'all up for like an hour and 30 minutes if we started clarifying. Thank you for the passion. Thank you for the patience, ancestors. We appreciate it. Thank you for the downloads. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for my anointing. Thank you for my soul family's protection. Thank you for our hearts and our souls. Thank you for our connection and our presence. We're grateful. Even in the face of our adversity, I encourage you guys to be grateful. What a time to be alive. I see why I signed that contract, because I might get to fight this spiritual war. My witchy ass is ready to light candles with y'all. Y'all ready to light candles with me? Y'all ready to dance and sing and praise and do all that with me? What a time to be alive. I get to fight this war? What did I write down? I wrote something down. Where'd it go? I said, we are the books the ancestors never got to write. Now let them tell their stories. And we are in the books that our future descendants are reading right now. So give them a fucking story to read about, y'all. What a time to be alive. I get to experience this war. It's my favorite type of war. It's spiritual war. I see why Coach sent me in. I don't know about y'all, but I see why Coach sent me in. I can maintain this vibration. I could keep this heart pure. I could keep my connection to the ancestors. I could do that. That's light work for me. So we came here suited and booted for spiritual warfare. That's light work for us. What a time to be alive. We don't have to read about it. But let's give our future descendants something to fucking read about and be proud about, the same way our ancestors gave us something to read about and be proud about. Be present in your moment. I don't give a fuck what happened in your past. You don't have to be that bitch. You could wake up tomorrow and tell yourself, the night before, I'm going to wake up in my most abundant, beautiful, bountiful timeline. You could choose that today. You could choose that tomorrow. Be present, y'all. Be present. I love y'all. If you would like to join us on Patreon, feel free to do so. If you would like to check out the spiritual shop, feel free to do so. I don't know what's in stock. I do need to make more stuff. And if you would like to book a personal reading, all my information is in the description box below. I just got real patient at the end. Terry, don't worry. You just came in, sis. Hit the playback. We're on the way out. I love you, Terry. I love you so, fam. Until next time.